for just over 4 years, but she has been speaking for much longer time. She is always giving us a really good speech. I love all her speeches. So now let's hear her speech, new speech today, titled by Autobiography of a Great Speaker.
If someone shows great belief in you, hang on to every word that person has to say. And do this, particularly if the person in question is 80 years old, may be partially blinded by love and affection, and might be just a little forgetful. Fellow Toastmasters, my granddad had such great foresight into my future, insight into my talent, and he recognized the potential in me when nobody else did. Nobody. He always listened to me when I spoke, unlike my friends. I remember when I was in 2nd grade, I went on speaking for a long time, and by the time I finished what I was saying, he had a big smile on his face, and he declared that I, his granddaughter, would one day be the Secretary General of the United Nations. I felt so proud and confident, because that was the day I knew I was destined for greatness. Somewhere I forgot about it, but when I moved here to US, I felt very sad and lonely. I missed my family a lot, and that's when his words came back to me. People were waiting to listening to me. They were waiting in lines to listening to me. Everyone wanted to listen to me. What could I do? I couldn't make people wait any longer, so I went off and joined a Toastmasters club. And I never looked back, for his words have been my guiding light, a motivator of sorts. Speaking. Well, speaking was taken care of. I was good at it. As I mentioned, I was a child prodigy in public speaking. But speech writing. Speech writing is so tedious. I need to write my speeches, and then I need to rewrite my speeches. Check that it makes sense together, add some quotes, find and add some humor into this, and do the whole shebang. How I long for the days when I had my personal speechwriters, much like Obama. Back in 4th grade, I had to present a speech that was 4 pages long in a foreign language, Hindi. So what happened? My teacher did all of the mundane things. She did the speech writing, the proofreading, adding the quotes, blah, 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 blah. I focused on what mattered the most. I had to deliver the speech flawlessly in front of a huge crowd with a statesman's voice. And I did it. Later that year, I went ahead and enrolled in a speech contest, which was speeches given by freedom fighters. We didn't have a phone back home, neither did we have a computer, and the library didn't have a copy of the speech. So what did we do? My dad went, he squeezed himself into a tiny little phone booth and called up my English professor aunt. She dictated the entire speech to him. It was just about 3 pages long. I tell you, if nothing else, make sure you have a dad to command and an obliging aunt somewhere around the corner. So that's enough about me, the speaker. A great speaker's life consists not just of the speaker, but of the audience. So let's talk about the audience. Back in the day, in school, we had a wonderful system in place. Every morning, the whole school assembled, teachers and students. We sang our prayer, and then it was time for one student to step up to the challenge and speak in front of the school and present the news headlines for the day. I loved this part. I was always waiting for my turn, and somehow I got more turns than the other, which was perfectly fine. Teachers were spread through the yard like sentries, watching everyone like a hawk. Everyone was alert and bright, listening to me, whether or not they liked it. I went there, cleared my throat. India's fiscal deficit has increased. I don't think any of the students got what I was saying. I didn't either. Or for that matter, I don't understand what it means even now. But that is not the point. The point is, all eyes and ears were on me. I felt like a celebrity standing there in front of hundreds of people, all dying to listening to my news headlines. And that is what I miss today. A disciplined audience. I wish doors were sealed. I wish people were glued to their seats and everyone was forced to listen to me. The young, the old, the alert, the sleepy. Because remember, I have so much wisdom pouring out of me, it would be a darn shame if it fell on deaf ears. My mom was so angry, her ears were steaming. That was a line that won me a contest back when I was in 3rd grade for an impromptu speaking contest. This was happening in a community, and as usual, there was a chance to speak, so I grabbed it. My topic, my mother. That was easy. I told the audience my mom was so wonderful, I loved her so much, and she loved me, she took such great care of us. And then I took some liberties with the truth. And then some more. But the audience was just loving what they saw. Everyone was so excited, cheering on for me, saying, go, go, go. Everyone was applauding, just like Toastmasters. And I had to top what I was saying. So I went on and on, telling them more stories of my wonderful life and my mom. Needless to say, I won the contest. But these days, these manuals here, they've tied up my hands, telling me I need to do this and that for every single speech. How am I supposed to give people what they want with my hands tied? The great American author Henry James once said, dramatize it, dramatize it. And I'd like to add, if truth is a victim, so be it. Now, a lot of you sitting there, as well as people outside, have thought and told this to me. Has she even learned anything through all these years of public speaking? They think I've only grown juvenile. I hate to disappoint these people, but I'd like to leave you with this thought. I think good speech writers have become rare. A disciplined audience, I don't know where they are these days. But let me also leave you with this thought. I am not one to give up. I shall continue with my quest for greatness. Madam Toastmaster.